Hi and welcome to Streaming, where gamers, geeks, and hackers get the latest intel on our favorite pastimes. Alright, so, pardon me, tomorrow, big day, 14 years, Duke Nukem Forever finally comes out. Got to pre-order it, I will get it. Balls of Steel Edition, we'll unbox it and we'll get a look at it. I got my hands on the demo, it was amazing, I loved it. The graphics, crisp, very Duke Nukem at its core. A lot of people, though, aren't really liking it. IGN gave it a 5 out of 5, which, honestly, they say it's a mediocre game. It just felt awkward, and I'm like, this is Duke Nukem. I mean, what were you expecting? Halo with Duke Nukem? I mean, come on, that's terrible. It truly is a Duke Nukem game. If you're a big Duke Nukem fan, then you'll love the game. If you're not, then, well, you might not. But, if you were just hoping to play a game that took 14 years and you're expecting this amazing game, but you haven't played a Duke Nukem game, you're probably going to be disappointed. But if you're a huge Duke Nukem fan like I am, and have been waiting for this game since you heard about it, which I have, you will love this game. It was amazing. Picking up poop and throwing it at people, it was just awesome. And then shrinking people and stepping on them, driving around RC cars, tossing money to strippers. I mean, I could do that on a Friday night, but, you know, why do it? Why go out and do it when I can just do it in my own room? So, that's coming out tomorrow. Be ready for that. And then, later this week, we have Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time 3D, coming out for the 3DS. By the way, I forgot to mention Duke Nukem, PC, PS3, and 360. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Back to Ocarina of Time. Essentially, a remake of the original. It is staying true. They haven't changed anything but the graphics. You know, they've updated the graphics, sound quality. The E3 trailer is amazing. There's a few things different. One, they've added the Master Quest to it, so after you've beaten the original, you now go through the Master Quest, which is essentially a harder version. So, I thought the Water Temple was hard. Now, ha! Now, if you remember playing the Master Quest on the pre-order of Wind Waker, yeah, it is essentially that, only, I don't know if, they didn't really say if they've done anything different with it. It's probably essentially the same thing as the GameCube release, so, and also, giant Shikara stones. If you remember from the original, you had the little Shikara stones, or the Mask of Truth, and you hit them, you get a little hint. These ones you find in the Karaoke Forest or the Temple of Time. You climb inside it and you'll get a vision of the future, basically hints on puzzles and bosses. So if you're stuck in the Water Temple, you can go right out and go right back to the Karaoke Forest or Temple of Time and get a little hint. Yeah, because that sounds like fun. Anything else? The menu screen, it takes full advantage of the two screens. Instead of now having to pause and put on the, speaking of the Water Temple, putting on the iron boots and then unpausing, you can now just go up at the top menu, hit it, quit. Simple as that. It's amazing, isn't it? So now the 2D interface will make it a lot convenient for people, which I honestly think is a great idea. I've been playing the game non-stop since just to get back into it, and I'm so excited for this game. Is there anything else coming out? Oh, update. Streaming update. Connor Smith is coming back. That's right, Connor Smith. I know you've all missed him. I know I have. He was just here a few days ago. He said that in 2 weeks he should be back. So look forward to seeing him here, back on the streaming set. Anything else? Unfortunately, Adam White, he would probably love to give the review. We might have him on the review because we've got also Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword coming out later this year. Also announced at E3, Modern Warfare 3, Need for Speed on the Run. Oh, what else we got? We got a bunch of stuff announced at E3. Batman Arkham City coming out October 18th. A lot of stuff. Mass Effect 3. The Wii U, big thing. One of the big things. The new console, Wii U, is Nintendo's new system. It's got the touchscreen controller. You can still, it only supports one of those controllers for now. That's what they announced, but you can still use the Wiimotes from the old, or possibly a 3DS as a backup controller, which I think is amazing. Way to go, Nintendo, on that. Might want to work on that title though. That's the one thing got me. And also, Sony announced the PlayStation Vita, their new portable system. It's basically going to be what the DS is, except without the two screens. It's got a touch screen, the analog sticks. It's a bulky thing, from what I saw, about this big. It reminded me of a Game Gear, if you remember that. But a lot of Sony people are hyped about it. I know Connor is. Now that I think about it, also Resident Evil, Operation Raccoon City, taking place back Raccoon City again. I would just, bottom of my heart, I wish they would just finish the story of Resident Evil. I know Wesker's dead, and you think, oh, maybe it's done. Yeah, maybe. And also, news from Microsoft, a new Halo trilogy. That's right, Master Chief and Cortana are coming back in an all-new trilogy. Hopefully to finish it, but Bungie isn't doing it. Pyramid Studios is doing it. I'm not touching it. I will rent it, but I'm iffy on this because Bungie's not doing it, and Bungie I love to death. So I'm kind of iffy on that. Also announced was a Halo Combat Evolved 25th Anniversary Edition. They're remaking that game. Halo, the Microsoft's 343 Studios is doing it, so I might get that just to, just to see how they did with that. But now it looks like Halo might be ruined. Yeah. Well, we'll keep you up to date as much as we can. I know it's been a while since our last update, but a lot of stuff's been happening, and a lot of stuff has been happening in my personal life, so sorry I haven't been able to get around to update. So this has been Tanner Day telling you, keep on streaming.